You ever wondered why some of nature's most powerful health compounds just don't seem to work like they're supposed to? Today, we're gonna pull back the curtain on that secret. And what's crazy is, the answer isn't in some high-tech lab. Nope, it's probably sitting in your kitchen right now. It seems that common, everyday spices hold the key to unlocking these natural superpowers. And yeah, this has been a part of traditional medicine for centuries, but it's only now that science is finally figuring out how it all works. So what is this secret? How can one simple spice make another one so much more powerful? Let's dive into the science behind this amazing kitchen chemistry. Okay, to really wrap our heads around this, we're gonna look at the perfect case study, curcumin. That's the bright yellow active compound you find in turmeric, which, as you probably know, has become a global superstar in the health and wellness world. And believe me, it is a superstar for a very good reason. We have decades of research showing that curcumin is an absolute powerhouse. It's a fantastic antioxidant and a potent anti-inflammatory. Studies even suggest it can protect our brains, help regulate metabolism, and shield our tissues from damage. The list of potential benefits just goes on and on. But, and this is a big but, there's a catch. And here it is. This is the conundrum. For all of its incredible promise, when you eat turmeric or curcumin all by itself, your body absorbs less than 1% of it. You heard me right. Nearly all of that amazing compound just passes right through your system without doing a single thing. This whole problem boils down to a super important scientific concept called bioavailability. Here's a simple way to think about it. Curcumin is like a key, and the cells in your body are the locks. But on its own, the key just doesn't quite fit. It can't get inside to do its job. So it doesn't matter how much you take, if it's not bioavailable, it's pretty much useless. So how do we fix this? How do we get that key to finally fit the lock? Well, this is where the hero of our story makes its entrance, a special kind of helper molecule that completely changes the game. It's called a bioenhancer. And here's the really wild part. A bioenhancer has no medicinal powers of its own. Its only job is to help other compounds work better. It's like the master key that helps our curcumin key finally slide into the lock and unleash all its potential. And the most famous, most studied, and honestly the simplest example of a bioenhancer at work takes us right back to that spice rack. It's a combo you've probably seen a million times. Yup, the solution is black pepper. More specifically, it's a compound inside the pepper called piperine. That's the molecule that gives pepper its spicy kick, but it also just so happens to be the perfect partner for curcumin. This ancient pairing isn't an accident. It's a masterpiece of natural teamwork. And this just lays it out perfectly. On the left, you see curcumin trying to go it alone. Your body, especially your liver, just breaks it down so fast it barely has a chance. But when you add piperine, it's a whole different story. Piperine basically runs interference, protecting the curcumin from getting broken down so it can actually be absorbed. So how much of a difference are we talking about here? Well, a landmark study in humans showed that adding just a tiny bit of piperine to curcumin boosted its bioavailability by a mind-blowing 2,000%. No, that is not a typo. 20 times more of the good stuff actually gets into your bloodstream. So how on earth does it do this? Well, it's a two-step trick. First, piperine acts like a bodyguard. It blocks the enzymes in your gut and liver that are programmed to destroy curcumin. And second, it deals with these tiny bouncers on our cells that try to kick foreign stuff out. Piperine pretty much tells those bouncers to take a break, which lets way more curcumin get inside and stay there. Okay, this simple kitchen trick is really cool, but it points to a massive scientific principle. And this is about way more than just spices. The science of bioenhancers has huge, real-world implications for modern medicine. It's all about making treatments better, cheaper, and safer for all of us. So why is this such a big deal? Think about it. When you can make a drug or a supplement way more effective, you can use a smaller dose. Right off the bat, that lowers the cost of treatment. And a smaller dose usually means fewer nasty side effects, which makes it a lot easier for patients to actually stick with their treatment. Better compliance is absolutely critical for fighting things like drug resistance, which is a huge global health threat. The whole black pepper trick was a revolutionary discovery, for sure, but it was really just the beginning. It cracked the door open. Today, scientists are developing some unbelievably sophisticated ways to boost bioavailability, moving way beyond what you can do with a simple pepper shaker. I mean, some of the approaches they're using now sound like something out of science fiction. Scientists can wrap compounds in these tiny fat bubbles called liposomes. They're like Trojan horses that sneak the good stuff past your body's defenses. Or they can shrink the active ingredients into nanoparticles, making them so tiny they can slip right through cellular walls. Each method is a really clever solution to that same basic problem: how to get more of the good stuff where it needs to go. And the applications here are incredibly broad. This isn't just about making your daily supplements work better. This tech is being applied to critical, life-saving medicines. Formulations that use bioenhancers are already approved to treat diseases like tuberculosis, and they hold enormous promise for making cancer therapies more effective too. So, the main takeaway from all this is simple, but it's also really profound. What you take is only half the story. The other, equally important half is what your body can actually absorb and use. Without absorption, even the most powerful substance in the world is like a treasure chest you can't open.
It really makes you wonder, doesn't it? As we get better and better at finding these keys, how many other powerful natural compounds are just sitting out there, waiting for the right bioenhancer to finally unlock their full healing potential?